In 1 Samuel chapter number 30, you read about David and his army returning from the battlefield to the city of Ziklag, where he and his men were staying. And David went to go to war, but the Philistines had made it clear to David that they didn't want his help for reasons that I won't take the time to get into. You can read about it in 1 Samuel chapter 29. But when David returns to Ziklag, where he and his men were staying, immediately he discovers that while he was away, the Amalekites had invaded Ziklag and burned the whole city down to the ground and had taken away all of David's his wives, all the wives of his men, and all of their children. They had been taken away by the Amalekites as captives. You can only imagine the great distress. The Bible says that the men, they were so upset. They immediately, this is the way the flesh is, they immediately looked for someone to put the blame on, and David was the easy target, so they put the blame on David. Basically, their argument was, David, you got us into this mess, and now our city where you led us to has been burned to the ground by our enemies, and they've taken our wives and children away. And they were so angry with David that they were about to stone David to death. They were about to kill him. That's how upset they were. Boy, you talk about a very stressed out situation. Imagine the distress that David himself, the pressure that he was under in that moment. Because, mind you, his two wives and children were also taken away captive. And his own men are now talking about killing him. But you know what David does? You don't read where that he started complaining about his situation. You don't even read about David trying to defend himself to the people that were wanting to take him out. Instead, this is what you read in 1 Samuel chapter 30, verse number 6. And David was greatly distressed, for the people spake of stoning him, because the soul of all the people were grieved, every man for his sons and for his daughters. But David encouraged himself in the Lord his God. Whenever you find yourself in a situation where it seems like everything is falling apart and all hope seems to be gone, the first reaction, if we could just do what David did, and it's hard to do, it's easier said than done, but David did it by the grace of God. His first response, instead of trying to defend himself, his first response was to go straight to God. He took this whole situation straight to God. And you know what? The Bible says that by doing that, he was able to encourage himself in the Lord. That's how good and how powerful our God is. God can give you all the encouragement and strength that you need, even when it seems like the whole world is against you. Even the people that that are closest to you, when they have given up on you, God won't give up on you. If you'll go to him as your refuge to seek encouragement from the Lord, he will give you all the strength that you need to rise above that very difficult situation and to do what David did. If you read 1 Samuel 30, you'll find out once he got strengthened in the Lord and received the encouragement that he needed, God gave him permission to pursue the Amalekites, which they did, and God gave them a great victory over their enemies, and they were able to recover their wives and their children. And in addition, they were able to obtain great spoils from the victory, from the defeat of their enemies. They were able to win great spoil that David distributed to all of the people and even to other folks throughout Judah. God gave them a great victory. So when everything is falling apart around you, don't give up. Don't lose your integrity. Don't unravel. Go straight to God and seek refuge in the Lord, and let God give you the strength and the encouragement that you need to get back up and to overcome that very difficult situation. Because I'm here to tell you, God can give you the strength that you need to overcome anything and win a great victory. God bless you.